So new audio just leaked from RFK, the independent nominee for president. He was on the phone with Donald Trump, and Trump is, for context, Trump wants him to drop out of the race so he could endorse him, basically. And because he's noticing that he's taking voters away from him.
I agree with you, man. Something's wrong with that whole system. And, and it's the doctors you find. Remember I said I want to do small doses. Small doses. When you feed a baby, Bobby, a vaccination that has like 38 different vaccines, and it looks like it's meant for a horse, not a 10-pound or 20-pound baby. It looks like you should be giving a horse this. And do you ever see the size of it, right? It's just massive. And then you see the baby all of a sudden starting to change radically. I've seen it too many times. And then you hear that it doesn't have an impact, right?
See the baby start to change rapidly. I've seen it too many times. So basically, RFK is known as, his big shtick is like being anti-vaccine.
I get that,
and he's trying to like sweet talk him, like basically he's trying to be like, I'm cool, I'm anti-vax too. Yeah. So he's like, it's just I've seen too many babies get these vaccines. There's so many vaccines. They look like they're being made for horses.
What is the goal of that? He's just trying to get him to drop from the race.
He's just trying to sweet talk him to be like, we're on the same side. Like, I'm with you. I'm with the anti-vax stuff.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, okay, if you're trying to do all this to say we're on the same side, what is the end result?
You want him to drop out and endorse you, but this is just Trump trying to like schmooze him at first, trying to like sweet talk him and just make small talk. And this is the day after the assassination.
This is the worst small talk I've ever heard.
It gets funnier to me.
And I'm bad at small talk, but this is really fucking bad.
The context is what makes it funny to me, because this is his idea of like, we win him over by just talking about some vaccines. Like,
But you and I talked about that a long time ago. And anyway, I would love you to do something. And I think it'll be so good for you and so big for you. And we're going to win. We're going to win. We're way ahead of the guy. And, he's interesting. It was very nice, actually. He called me. And he said, how did you choose to move to the right? So I guess that's, people see, I was looking straight up, right? He said, I said, I was just showing a chart. I didn't have to tell him the chart was on all the people pouring into our country, right? But I just turned my head to show the chart. And something wrapped me. It felt like a giant, like the world's largest mosquito. And it was a bullet going around. What do they call that, an AR-15 or something? That was a big gun. Those are pretty tough guns, right?
RFK doesn't even look like he cares.
The first thing I want to say is Trump is like the worst type of person to be on the phone with. It's just a nonstop ramble. He's talking about vaccines. He's talking about Biden. He's talking about getting shot. Like, bro, what are we talking about right now? Stick to one topic.
The complete plot of the original call was just lost, and now you're just like, niggas got shot type shit. Like, what?
Yeah, it was a pretty big gun. It's AR-15. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a pretty tough gun. If you he's just going at it. It's so fucking funny.
And then for those who don't know, we'll just show you real quick.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
What are your thoughts on the whole assassination? What was your reaction?
Ah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard it, I was like, "Ain't no fucking way."
Yeah,
because like
I thought it was fake. Right.
No, yeah. I mean, okay. I didn't think it was fake immediately because when I heard he got shot, I'm like, did a former president just get shot? Like, are we living through another canon event in our lives?
That would have been nuts.
That's crazy, right? And then
it's wild how fucking close it came. Literally, just like that head tilt. Like literally, there's that head tilt away. Yeah, that's rough.
Crazy. I see the video. I'm like, oh shit, this dude really got shot.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. If we're gonna be honest, I did think there was a portion of it that was staged. Like it felt staged. Like certain things just to me didn't make any sense. And the more information I get, the more it don't make sense.
The dude was 150 feet away or something. Not feet, meters away.
Yeah, that's not far.
Yeah, apparently, I was watching military dudes break it down. They're like, that's not a hard shot. Apparently, so if you're a skilled shooter, but this guy wasn't. Was just like.
You heard about his story?
A little bit. But
so he was in high school and he tried out for the rifle team, and he got cut because he was so bad at shooting. Like they were saying,
is that real?
Apparently.
Damn,
We're
no
not
way.
fact checkers here.
If we had to someone fact check that, that's nuts
But
though.
apparently it was so wide left, it would hit the wall, so he didn't make the team. There's a lot of other information that came out about it too, like how there was a cop that saw him with the gun walking up the building, and they just let him go.
What happened was the cop, he went up a ladder, the guy, and the cop went up the ladder, and the dude pointed the gun at him, and the cop's like, fuck that, I'm out. He just okay.
I thought he like saw him, was like, what are you doing? And
so people saw him on the roof. A lot of people are calling it staged because they're like, oh, people reported it, but it was like less than 2 minutes between.
That's not crazy to you though?
It is crazy, the fact that they weren't on there. Apparently,
no, I'm talking about the cop was like, you got it.
I mean, what is he supposed to do? Like, you're climbing up a ladder and your head gets above the ladder and someone's like pointing a gun at you. You're like, oh, nah, never mind. What are you supposed to do? Just get shot in the face?
Die for your fucking country.
You're not going to help them.
Literally die for your fucking country.
I mean, you're not, I don't know. I'm going down the ladder too.
I may not like Trump, but that is the former president of the United States of America. You better fucking die for that man. No matter how I feel.
If you're gonna die, at least like put up a fight. You're just gonna getting shot in the face point blank, ain't it? Like, I'm just going down.
That kid's a bad shot. You had a chance. You had a chance.
If you had his gun drawn, that's one thing. But climbing a ladder is a little different. But
next time, have your gun drawn.
The Secret Service was been getting like hell lately. Everyone's been blaming them, which I think they rightfully should. Because how do you not clear the roof that's the closest to the president?
150 meters is not
the best shot. I think personally, people are saying it's staged. I just think it was a fumble by them. I think they said it wasn't a good place for the snipers to lay on because it had a big slope on it and it was hot and uncomfortable. They wanted them to be safe. This guy didn't care, but
maybe he just has really bad Secret Service agents as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could have like the worst Secret Service agents in the history of Secret Service.
The leadership because you're supposed to plot it out beforehand.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Because even like once the shot happened, right? They come around him. And I've seen this happen before where it sounded like shots rang off and they took that motherfucker off the stage immediately. This time they just kind of huddled around him like they were about to play a game and they're just covering his face with their hands. And it's like, bro, a bullet gonna go through both of that. Yeah. And then obviously now you see the iconic photo of him with his fist up.
I saw people getting it tatted already. People are,
that's nasty.
Man, this helped him. Yeah, people got the tattoo of him getting shot. Like,
that's fast.
Him putting his fist up with the oh man. How you think he handled it? He handled like a champ.
Yeah. He knew exactly what to do.
Yeah, he knew.
Let's keep it a buck.
He knew.
I think the Secret Service agents were stupid for not getting him off, but him in his mind, he knew immediately what he needed to do.
I think the same shot would have killed Biden. I think he wouldn't have got back.
That's not funny.
I'm not laughing, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think he would have got back up. Like, and I'm a Biden supporter. I'm a Biden supporter. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't think he would have got back up in the same shot. But
I don't think Trump really got back up, man. I think when he got home, he's like,
I mean, the next day he did that phone call with RFK.
Oh, that was the next day.
That was the next day after he got shot.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So he was on the business. But there was videos of him at the national convention. Last night was a Republican national convention where they all gather along, and there was footage of him there, and his energy looked different. He looked like he was shook. He looked like he's traumatized.
The next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
This man is good.
Yeah. His whole demeanor is different. He doesn't have that usual confident demeanor.
Way to sell it.
Either he's selling it here, or is he genuinely traumatized?
I was about to say that either he's really selling it, or life is sinking, and he's like, "Yo, someone really tried to shoot me. Like, someone really tried to shoot me. Like, this is not no joke no more."
Or he's on, some painkillers too.
The Yerkes,
Nah,
Yerkes.
He might be on some perks.
Yerkes don't make you cry.
Or make you numb to it.
But he looks like he's about to cry.
That's true. Yeah, he looks like he's going through it.
And that's not a good sign as a Republican.
They said he lost half his ear. I don't know how true that is, but
half?
Yeah, like half of his ear. Yeah,
this shit real.
Yeah, shit real.
God damn.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife.
Who is singing, bro? I'm sorry. This sounds so bad. It's so like.
What do you mean? That's like a typical Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, but he's just, I don't know. It shouldn't be hearing Adam Sandler movie music while he's
What if he's just crying because he saw the reaction on Twitter and everybody's like, "Oh, he's a nigga."
How wild must it be to be a Trump? Like, if you're a Trump supporter, it must seem like your God himself is walking out right now. This man survived a bullet for your country. This is your supreme leader. He's walking out on stage. You must seem like your supreme, like you would have thought Jesus walked out for half these people. They're crying, tears in the air.
This is someone you've looked up to for X amount of years or decades. Yeah.
Like they would die for this man, and he's walking out like this is his championship tour right now.
What if he's just crying? So I don't know if you've seen this reaction on Twitter, but a lot of black people have the benchmark of dirt. So apparently now that he's a convicted felon, in debt, a scammer, and now he's gotten shot, he's a nigga now. What if he's just crying because now he's being compared to niggas and he's not happy about that?
I might be part of it. Yeah, I can see that.
If I was like a white guy in America and you compared me to that, I might cry too.
Oh man,
I'm being absolutely transparent. And you're not even like you're not even saying like, oh, he's a black man. Like you compare me to the lowest form of black people.
Damn,
shit.
That'll get him.
I would be fucking tight.
That's a tearjerker for him.
I genuinely wish I knew what it felt like to be a patriot.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. This doesn't resonate to me.
Yeah, you don't hear that. You don't hear Sweet Caroline, and you start,
Like when they said I'm proud to be American, I didn't really feel that.
I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, I didn't feel that. I think the only time I feel like really patriotic is during like the Olympics.
Yeah.
And anytime like USA plays basketball. Cause then I'm like, all right, like there's no way you're gonna let the Koreans beat us in basketball right now. You fucking crazy?
Yeah. Nah, sometimes I be rooting against them though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be watching like Team France, like damn, I kinda hope Wembanyama takes it this year. Like
that's the only time I feel even remotely close to being like a patriot. Yeah. Other than that, like this song, I'm proud to be American. I'm not feeling that shit. Like this, it don't hit for me. It don't ring off.
Damn, bro. It's not even like living on a prayer. That makes you patriot.
All right. That was good. I forgot halfway there. But that's setting based. Like you have to be in the right setting.
Yeah.
Like around people. Like I feel like if white people hear this "Proud to be American" song and they're just washing their tires, they're like, yo, this is lit. Like,
they just stop what they're doing and look up.
Yeah, and look for a bald eagle. Like, this is like, nah, like I don't feel that in me. That's not in my DNA.
It's all you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, now that he said he has he doesn't have DNA, he has USA. That shit.
That old quote. Yeah, they didn't even say I didn't even have DNA. I had USA.
That shit hit now though, don't it?
That's crazy.
How does Biden win this?
Yo, this is rough. It's gonna be tough to overcome this.
Let me make it more. I'm sorry. Let me be more clear when I say Biden wins this. We're not talking about the election. We're talking about the internet.
Yeah,
we're talking about the stupidity of the internet.
He thought he was cool. He tried to go on Complex and do a interview with Speedy, and it just did not end well. It wasn't the worst Biden appearance, but he had a couple fumbles in there that seemed pretty bad. Yeah, and even Speedy was like holding back his laugh there. It's like, come on, man, come on, man.
Yeah, but I think. The only way Biden can top this, his car got to get blown up.
His car? Yeah.
Something like crazy got to happen. Like,
damn, bro.
Like, you know how Rick Ross's jet kind of like,
damn, bro.
Something like that type shit.
He's got to go and like, he has to kill like a shooter himself.
Oh, that's painful.
You know what I mean?
Fuck.
You know what I mean? If he was at a rally and then like a gun dropped and he just fumbled.
What if he just like enlists in the draft?
Huh?
What if he like just enlists in the draft?
Just goes
to war real quick. Didn't the president do that back in the day?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like a couple did that. That's fire. That's American as fuck.
That would be like, some George Washington shit.
Yeah,
Like just go through.
There's a couple countries you would do it and we wouldn't flinch. Like Britain.
Britain used to be scared shitless of George Washington. They said he was like autistic, and he'd be like. Because they're like, no, he'd like be in the middle of the winter and he'd go through like a frozen river with his troops. And the British would be like, why the fuck is he crossing the river? And he'd be like, let's go.
You didn't have to do that.
That's what he sounded like, apparently. And he was like 6'5" or something crazy. He was tall as fuck or something. And they would just be like terrified of him. And he'd be fighting people like himself. And like, bro, you're the president, fall back.
Well, that's gangster though.
Exactly. Yeah,
I genuinely believe if you are the president, you are the number one man in the country, and what better thing to do as the number one man in the country? Go fight a fucking war.
You heard it here first, Biden.
Exactly.
If you want to win this election, go out there and catch a body.
Legally.
Like,
you might misinterpret that.
In the US,
You might really misinterpret that. You're like, oh, anyone? Like, fuck it. Like, all right. Yeah, like, because he has like the American persona down. a wife, kids, dog. Even though his dog bit a nigga, like
Mad niggas, not just one. He bit multiple people.
Yeah.
There's PSAs out there of like, yo, watch out, Biden's dog is on the loose.
Yo, Biden is a mess. He's the worst American.
It's like, oh, it's Lucky. It's my dog Lucky.
All right, yo, cool. Let us know in the comments what y'all think Biden should do to one up Trump in this situation.